Hello, everyone. Welcome to the fourth and final segment of our virtual conference. My name is Katlakora Lucy, and this is She is Strength. So today we are going to be discussing maintaining valuable friendships and relationships, and I'm joined by a very good friend of mine, Mosa Mashigoane.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Please introduce yourself. Tell
Okay.
people who you are.
My name is obviously Mosa Mashigoane, like Katlego just said. And yeah, there isn't much to me. I'm an NW student, and that's about it. I'm Katlego's friend.
All right. Tell people what's our story. How did we meet, and when did we start getting close?
Crazy enough, we actually met in high school. Grade... I feel like I've always known you from grade 8, but
No.
I personally have always known you from grade 8. But we became close as friends. We became friends grade 10, I think.
10.
Yeah, we weren't in the same class. Né?
I don't remember.
But I think we were in the same class, in the same math class, pure maths.
Oh.
Remember? And then we sat next to each other. And that's how we became close.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Ooh. Okay, so I want us to get right into maintaining friendships and relationships. Okay, let's talk about friendships. Why do you think sisterhood is so important, and why do you think people or women should strive to maintain sisterhood?
I feel like, being a woman is difficult as it is. And I feel like you have to have a couple of people that will always have your back.
Yeah.
That will always uplift you, because I feel like sisters are there to uplift each other.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Just somebody also you can relate to, you can talk to certain things about that, that you guys can relate on the certain thing. And that's why I feel like it's so important to have a sisterhood. People who will just always be there for you.
For me personally, before I even get to the part of maintaining sisterhood and friendships, do not strive to maintain friendships or the sisterhoods shuleng. That's one thing that I want to say first.
Yes.
I always I think I've told you this a million times, that you don't need people be utswang hole but you need people be uyang hole le bona. So don't strive to maintain a friendship just because it's a hole, but that person is not adding value to your life right now. Secondly, I feel like it's important to maintain sisterhood because just like you said, we uplift each other. We are there to encourage each other. And for me, one of the major roles that you play is that you are like an accountability friend. When I commit to something and along the way, maybe I feel like, hey, or I want to give up. You're there to be like, remember why you started, you made this vow, you made this commitment, so you have to see this thing through. Also, friends are there to tell you the truth that you don't want to hear, but that you need to hear.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's a major thing that friends play. That's a major role that friends play in my life, and that is why I think it's important for women to maintain
I
friendships.
feel like they keep you very grounded, even when everything's happening around you. But I know I can call you and it will bring me back to my roots, kind of, sort of, even when life gets hectic. Yeah.
Even when you get lost.
Exactly. Even when you get lost. Be like, God is still there. Or, remind me of things that, no, remember this. Or, they keep you very grounded.
Do you ever... Okay, but no. Do you ever check if people match your caliber before uba be friend? Like, about tshwanelana?
I feel like this is a very difficult question for me personally, because me,
yes.
I'm a very bubbly person, and I'm a very... Some people would say extrovert, So I talk to a whole lot of people and all of that. But just because I talk to you and just because I am friendly towards you doesn't mean you're necessarily my friend.
Does that person know? Because I feel like people around you don't know.
Wait, okay, we'll come back to that question. Okay. But my point is that if you're my friend, then yes, I do feel like you must match a certain caliber, because do you get what I'm saying? You and I certain things, and I just feel like if you don't match my caliber, then what's the point of our friendship?
Okay.
Then how are you going to add value to me and vice versa if you and I are not even on the same caliber? You know, it's not the things that I'm gonna like, or vice versa. So
Answer my question here.
Do those people know? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I really am not good at telling people that it's not as deep as you might see it. Or the way you think you're my friend is not how I see you. I'm not good at that. I really suck at that.
But don't you feel like it's something that you need to start doing?
It is because happy in any relationship, it's not fair towards the other person. Uncertainty, confusion, not being sure of any relationship, you know. So I feel like it is something that I should improve, that we all should work on. But those conversations are not easy to be had. Those are very uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah, definitely.
But they need to be had.
Okay.
Because I just feel like they really need to be had, because man, the truth shall set you free.
For me, at first, I did not check to see if a person matches my caliber. I feel like that is why I cut a lot of people out of my life.
Yes.
Like me and cutting people out. But anyway, I feel like
that's a story for another day.
I feel like that is why, like, I was always cutting people, because I'd be so quick to call a person a friend or to consider a person as mokgotsi, and then maybe 2 months down the line or nakonyana ha se fiti, like kona ke bona, but actually this person no, is not the one.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is a major issue that a lot of us have, that we are so quick to call a person a friend. We are so quick to put that label of mokgotsi, and we don't realize that friendship, like the word friend, is actually quite deep. Because I mean, mokgotsi as a dude, I talk to you literally every day. I call you I don't know how many times a day. Listen, anything you know. So a person is a person that you spend a lot of your time with, and is a person that you talk to a lot, meaning that in the things that this person does is a huge influence. So that is why you should check to see if outside of me individually match the person that I am and the person that I'm trying to become, you know. So
also, can I just say, I feel like I believe that some people are put in your life for a certain season. You know? So if you and I and after that we don't match the same caliber anymore, it's okay. You don't add value to my life anymore, you know. I feel like God placed some people in my life because they added value at that specific time. But when the time ifita and you guys don't add value to my life, it's okay. I feel like a lot of girls, a lot of sisters make it so deep, you and I are not friends anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? And sometimes you just have to realize
those are very emotional people though. It's
okay to be like, you know what, we grew apart and it's okay. She's found friends of her own that are in the same caliber as her, and I've found friends. Do you get what I'm saying? So different people for different seasons.
And I feel like if you try to drag a person into the next season,
doesn't always work out.
It's not gonna work. I feel like it's just a matter of time until you know, so might as well
as soon as it feels forced, that's when I leave it. Like, that's when as soon as it feels forced, that's when I'm like, jale la forced. Especially if the other person's not even putting the same effort. If the person's not even reciprocating the energy, it's worse, you know? So,
Oh, okay. What factors do you think are essential in maintaining a friendship?
Exactly what I just said, reciprocation. I feel like reciprocation of energy is very important.
It is.
Effort. You know, effort in, imagine if you didn't call, if you called me every day, but I didn't call you every day,
yeah.
you know, or effort into, I haven't seen you in a while, let's meet up, or, you know,
or just checking up on me.
Or just checking up on me, because you know, things happen, and all you have to do is just check up on me. Okay, cool, you know, and I feel like sometimes consistency, you know, okay, there are friends that when you guys talk once in a while, but when you guys talk, you get what I'm saying?
I can't do that. I personally can't do those.
So you believe in consistency.
You know what my thing is, Sasane? If you and I don't talk for like, I don't know, 3 months, do you realize how much you've missed out on, dude? Like,
I do get
so
that.
I feel like after you and I are not gonna be on. Okay, maybe we can still relate and all of that, but now
yeah,
I don't know.
What's a
I don't know.
I personally feel like there's friends that I can talk to every day, like you'll text every day or whatever, but there's friends that it's okay that I don't talk to you every day.
Do you feel like those friends that you don't talk to, okay, it doesn't have to be every day, but on a regular basis, do you consider them as your close friends? Do you think, yes, this is my problem. You and I, if we don't talk, Jane, it doesn't have to be every day, but if we don't talk like frequently, I don't think I'm going to consider you as a close friend.
Okay, yeah, I guess when you put it like that, because I'm thinking even when something happens in my life, something good, you know, the first person that I want to tell, or the first people that I want to tell, my close friends.
Your close friends, exactly. 4 months down the line, no, hey, no.
But also, like we said, Jorge, maybe, do you believe that there's certain friendships for certain, like, then
you're not my friend. That's why I'm saying people are quick to call people friends. It's okay to be like, no, we study partners. Just because you and I could luckily and we happen to talk about other things as well does not make us friends. That's what I'm saying. I feel friendship is something very deep.
Yeah.
And I think you know this, that in order for me to call a person a friend, I don't just call people I don't. You know this.
Yeah.
I don't. Like you and I can be together every day, or whatever, but that does not mean we're friends. You know? And I feel like that is the mistake that a lot of girls do.
Including myself, honestly.
You guys happened to talk and like next thing, how mkhotsi drunk. You don't even know who I am. You don't know Kitwakai. You don't know Kiakai. You don't know if I share the same beliefs and values as you. But
you know, and you're right, because it's very important, because these people are gonna have an influence on you.
Exactly.
So if you don't even know what do they do?
You know what the thing that's confusing or that's tricky about us is that we understand that for both relationships, romantic relationships, you need to take, that's why when anybody talking stage, that you need to take time getting to know a person first before you even think of getting into a relationship with this person. Why don't we do the same things for friendships? Why don't we have that same mentality? Because dude, Bakhotsi have so much influence, dude.
That's true.
Bakhotsi have so much influence. So now I feel like in order for me to call you my friend, because I understand that if I call you my friend, Sasa, it means I trust you. Because I call you for advice.
That's true.
How do you call a person that you don't even know for advice? Guys, no.
Okay, now I do get your point. Honestly, I do. I don't think people like me find it as easy as you do, because, like I said, I love people. You find it easy to be like, hi, it's just, and
I don't think it's even easy. Why all easy?
Because for me, not that once I interact with you, because it makes it seem like I call everybody my friend, but once ke hang out on a daily basis, I could call you my friend. You know, and like I said, I do feel like there's certain friends for certain reasons and seasons. Okay. So if Narena, your reason for you being my friend is that it's okay for me. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's okay for me to call you because at the end of the day, you are adding value onto my life. Like I said,
so everyone who's gonna add value is your friend.
They're adding a certain value.
So everyone that's gonna add value is your friend. Dude,
not everybody. But obviously that's not proper value. Not just value, but value man.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I think aspects that are important in maintaining a friendship, respecting each other's space and decisions. Ne? Don't always try to enforce the kind of person that you are or the way that you would want things to be done. Who mutu omong. Okay. Just because we're friends, just because I prefer things being done this way. You know, I need to respect. If you say no, like this is not what I do, this is not what I want to do, I need to respect that. You know, for example, maybe if like I feel like if you are not in a position, like if you're not okay, ne, and maybe I need somebody to talk to, it's okay for you to be like, you know what, I'm not in the right space right now. I can't be of like that much value to you right now because how not too productive or maybe
setting
if
boundaries.
I want us to go out and you're not okay, you can just tell me that, dude, hike it up, you know, and I need to respect your space. I need to respect decision that you're not okay. And secondly, we need to allow each other to have lives outside of each other. This one is very important to me.
Don't be those friends who are now jealous because you have other friends.
Allow each other to have happy. I think happy it this thing we have more things to talk about.
Yes.
Because now if we're always together, we're always in the same space. Good luck working to man. How into the friendship, you know. So allow each other to have lives outside of each other and support my pillow out.
Happy you learn a lot from being outside, and I can bring that perspective to you. And you went there, and now you can learn something from what I did yesterday. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Also supporting each other. I feel like it's important.
Very,
but,
very.
But and this is a very huge but. Do not have expectations. I feel like a lot of people, let me make an example, your business. Say I start a business. Because you're my friend, I'm going to expect you to be like, I can't see anyone. Do not expect your friends to support you like that. Because sometimes it happens, okay, maybe I start something and you don't even like you know?
I actually was about to ask you, how do you handle that? Okay, Mamang starts something and you don't like whatever they're starting, and as their friend, it's like kind of they feel like you feel the need. Okay, you feel like you need to support them, you know. But until you're not really exactly for it, or or you're not a fan, you know.
Firstly, is it a thing that you can how
let's say it is.
I feel like they didn't do that. But I don't know.
Okay,
I wouldn't want you to support me just because you know, this is not the one.
I get you. I think another important thing on friendship is honesty.
Yeah.
Sometimes honesty is not the best thing to hear, but you need to hear it, you know? It's very important. I feel like, and we struggle a lot as friends to be like honest.
A lot of us are just like, hey, I'm good. I'd rather just keep quiet.
That's very true. That is very true. I'd rather just keep quiet. Gosh. And if we were those type of girls, I'd rather just keep quiet. And I'm glad we're not those type of people. You get what I'm saying? So I'd rather just keep quiet and let her be. But that's not the right.
But that's not the right way to
go
it
about
also.
it.
So now I would say, tell your friend, okay, what's a king? I'm glad that you're doing something, ne? But I feel like it could be much better if you were to do it this way.
Okay.
What's a king? But also, I feel like let's say you and I, because I know the depth of our friendship, I feel like knowing casual. I understand that, no, my friend is giving me constructive advice. And I'm going to use it constructively. You know? So I think also it depends on the kind of friendships you have.
And the kind of person that you guys are. Because there's other people, even though friendship is tight, when you say certain things, they become very defensive. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, they're very defensive. They're very... Yeah, and that's where the honesty comes in. I need to sit down with you and let you know what's thinking. Sometimes I even feel like I can't share certain things with you because you become very defensive. And maybe that will let their guard down, you know? So, yeah.
Also, I feel like another thing that is essential is doing the work of friendship. A lot of us understand, and I can understand why. And you were saying this the other day, okay, you feel like a lot of people... What did you say? You said you feel like a lot of people buy their relationships on a pedestal because I can the friendships.
Yes.
And this is so true because we understand that in order for a romantic relationship to work, there's commitment, there's communication, but commitment, for quality time and things like that are needed. But we don't do these things for friendships. And I feel like in order for a friendship to be healthy and thriving, we need to communicate. We need to have quality time. You know, only when it comes to romantic relationships. And then when it comes to friendships, next month, you don't even...
At the end of the day, they're both relationships. You know? And the same effort that should be put in a relationship should be put in a friendship, you know? So you're definitely right. I think the same too.
Friendship is actually very deep.
Very.
Also, and I think this is important, you need to check the kind of friend that you are.
Yes, because it's easy to point fingers.
We're always so quick to play the victim and to be like, sasa, you know, it's a but also, what kind of friend am I being to Sasa? You know, am I being of value? Am I doing the work that I need to be doing as a friend for Sasa? You know, am I there for Sasa as much as I want Sasa to be there for me? And also, I feel like this is where honesty comes in. When I said that, I feel like friends tell you the truth that you need to hear but you don't want to hear. In order for me to be able to I feel like without this and this and this, and I don't really like it because it's affecting me in this way. Once you tell me, and only when you tell me, will I be able to say, I'm doing this, and let me try to work on it and maybe handle things differently.
Yeah. You know what I always say? That just because you had good intentions does not mean that moto utlo casual. So just because I had a good intention, if a person tells you, sits you down and tells you, you know, when you did this, I know you had good intentions, but I felt like 1, 2, 3. You shouldn't be like, intention, and now that should be the end of it. They're trying to show you that even like, I feel like it's also very important to take into consideration the feelings when you're in a friendship, because you guys are not the same person at the end of the day, you know? So it's very important for you to be able to put yourself in their shoes.
You better at that than I am.
Very important, because as bad, and just because they took it that way doesn't mean that, and it doesn't necessarily mean also that you're a bad person. You still had good intentions in mind, you know? You wouldn't want something bad for your friend, at the end of the day.
Also, sometimes we do things because away.
Yes.
It's gonna have that kind of impact away.
Yes. And out of maybe sometimes you know, maybe that was just a norm for you. But when somebody, I think also that's another important thing, a factor about a friend, is that they show you an outside perspective outside of your family.
Yes.
You know, maybe you grew up in a family where they do certain things, but you know, and to you it's been a norm. But the fact that you get to see, other people actually do live in another way than Rona, then it makes you realize, it's not that you know, especially as you grow up and you can make up your own decisions and stuff like that. So
So I want us to go back to what I said about not maintaining friendships that don't like add value. We sometimes find ourselves in friendships that no longer serve us.
Yes.
And maybe it's a whole, but right now I kind of don't see the value that you I kind of don't see the value that you're adding, you know. So I want you to tell us that, do you think it's okay to cut people off when things get to this point?
I feel like it is okay. And listen, I don't want to sound like I'm being... It's not easy for me to do that. You know this. But I feel like it is okay to cut people off because they no longer serve the value that they used to. Do you understand? Like I said, there's different friends for different reasons and different seasons. Has season ifedile? Let's be like, okay, you know, like it's okay for you to move to your different season and for me to move to my different season. You know? So I do feel like it's okay. And some people are not meant to stay in your life forever and ever.
Okay, let's say maybe the friend is not being toxic in any way. Maranje, like, how like you're just there. Like we're not adding any value whatsoever. Because I feel like it's okay to cut a toxic person off.
It's not easy. I feel like happy did in a friendship, a very important factor is growth. You understand? So if you guys halana growth, the way relationship from the onset, then what's the point?
Yeah, but that's true.
What's the point? You should be able to grow as a person. That's where adding value comes in, because you're adding value so much that I'm growing as a person. You should also grow as a person, and we should grow in the friendship. You understand? So if that is not happening,
it's a problem.
It's a problem. And we kind of just need to, But it's not easy. I'm not going to lie. It's a very uncomfortable situation. Especially if the person's not toxic at all.
Okay, but
what do you think?
I agree that cutting people who no longer serve you, cut them off. Because, I mean, they no longer serve you.
Yeah.
Because also, not only are these people not serving you or adding value, Mara, I strongly feel like they're taking up space that could be like occupied by people who are gonna add value. Because you understand now, because I spend so much time with you. I could have taken the time to actually read a book, you know, learn a skill, meet new people, meet somebody who's actually gonna help me or who's actually gonna add value, add value, constructive in Sasa is not adding any value.
But I do get you.
I feel like happy banally that, like, try looking at it that way. Okay, unka space, man, you know, and no, just no.
No, it's okay, dude. We're grown. I feel like we're grown and we're mature for us to be able to have
that kind of conversation.
And the maturity to be like, it's okay. You understand? Yeah, so.
But some people.
It's not that easy.
What happens when only one person is benefiting from the friendship?
Yeah. I feel like it's very easy to say, if you're the one who's not benefiting, it's easy for you to say, cut cut them off. You understand? Because you're not benefiting. You understand? But imagine you're the one benefiting. Put yourself in those shoes, or you're the one benefiting.
I did say. Liena hang nahanele o a benefitang.
So our nahanele Mariana ha benefit.
What benefit? Okay.
Listen, imagine it's a friendship between you and I. You're the one benefiting, but I'm not benefiting.
Okay.
So what do you do? I'm not benefiting that other person. Do you stay selfish and benefit, but you are not benefiting that other person?
I feel like I would say I'm benefiting from this friendship more than you are. I feel like they make effort to bring something to the table, because you can't just be a taker, you know. So I feel like make effort to add value somehow, and if you can't, then you're probably not for me.
Nah, but I do get that, because also I have to, if I'm the one who's not getting the benefit, and I come to you and I say, you know what, I just feel like this friendship because you're not adding benefit to me. You should understand. As much as you are gaining benefit, it's not fair for you to expect me to stay in the friendship because you're the only one benefiting. You get what I'm saying? But I do feel like
it's like with relationships, how we always say relationships must be 50-50. You can't expect one person to always be, come on, chill it again, 50-50. Let's meet each other halfway. I feel like even in friendships, guys, I can't always be the one who's out there. No. Happy, some people are just opportunists.
Yes.
Yes. There are some people what's a king. Like unka haholo yena ke na fela a benefiting, but ha edi any value, and like I'm disturbed.
That's true, and that's where I feel like boundaries come in. You know, you need to set a boundary of, dude, I'm not benefiting from you. You understand? It's either you're gonna do something, and I don't know what that's gonna make me benefit from you, or we just cut this friendship. And I feel like, remember how you were talking about expectations? You know, people expect you to stay in a friendship because they call you a friend.
Sure.
They expect you to stay in a friendship because they are benefiting from you, and that's not fair if you're not benefiting from them. Hence, I'm saying if I'm the one not benefiting and I tell you friendship, you should understand.
But also, I feel like I don't know, maybe it's because na friendship is deep for na, but if a person are benefiting only one in, I feel like I strongly feel like
that's true.
I strongly feel like aware, and it does not bother her in any way, because like you always there when I need you, when I need something, Sasa. How is it Sasa? How, when am I there for Sasa? When can I give Sasa these things that Sasa? Understand?
Yes.
Like when I
it's very one-sided.
Sasa is always coming through for me. But when have I ever came through for Sasa?
Yes.
So I feel like they're very much aware, and so I feel like that is the part where you should put yourself first.
Do you think do you ever think there's a situation where the other person, what if the other person ha notice ho ha edi value ho wena?
Jwang.
Like ho yena angere wa ed. Like some people it's a norm. They just take what they take. Do you get what I'm saying? Like ho bona, that's just how their relationships have ever been based, or their friendships have always been based.
I think I'm in this situation, but okay.
They are the ones who, when something's wrong, they come to you. But when something's wrong with you, I'm not the first person you think about. Do you get what I'm saying? So maybe maybe people are just always, how do I explain this? Giving. Yeah. You know, if Ohola always spelled bread, let me make an example about something like that. They always give you something, but it's how. So maybe when it comes to friendships, that's what you expect. Because nobody has ever told you, "Hook, dude, you also need to do something for me." Do you understand? So what happens in that kind of situation? Do you sit them down and tell them, "Hook, dude, I just don't feel like I'm benefiting from you"?
Hey, yeah. Yes. And also, I feel like if you sit me down, and still nothing happens, no, then that friendship must end. Because no ways, dude. It's draining for you. Do you understand that every time I need somebody to talk to, when I you're giving me advice, when I need money, when I need like anything, you're there, but when it's supposed to be the other way around, you know?
I've actually been in these type of situations.
I think I'm in the situation now, Doc.
And, I think because as girls, we're very emotional beings. The reason why we stay in these type of friendships is because of guilt. Mainly guilt. You just know the way they talk to you.
I can't relate to that.
You can't relate.
No. And I think I wouldn't be able to relate to that.
Okay, I have certain people that
you are the person. What's the way? I personally don't.
Yeah, but I think the main problem, okay, for people like me, let me make it,
For people like you,
for people like me, not the main, but another reason why you could stay in this friendship is because, like, you feel like guilty. You understand?
You feel like guilty,
Hore. Let's say you and I are friends, and I'm your only friend.
Yeah. I've been in that situation.
Never mind, I'm your only friend, I'm your closest friend. The one that you feel safe with, the one that you feel like you can share certain things with. But you feel like you can't share. It's not that deep with them, And you keep pouring, keep pouring onto me, keep telling me your problems, and I'm here for you, and you're going through the most. When life kicks you down, I'm here. Do you understand? But when life kicks me down, I don't feel like you're the first person I want to call.
I've been in that situation, and no, thank you.
Sorry, do you just cut them off?
Dude, no. We're adults. You have a conversation now. Dude, you know what, ne? This is what's happening, and you are taking so much from me. I feel like also as a friendship, healthy, should not take so much from you.
It shouldn't be draining.
It should not drain you. Oh, like you should not have the thing of I wonder. Once it gets to that point, I feel like then when's a foster, That's why I always say, don't stick with a person because let's whole. What value are you adding now?
Yes.
What value are you adding to the person that I'm trying to become?
That's true.
So,
I do agree, though. I do. It's not always easy.
If we are not both benefiting from it, then something needs to be done.
Reciprocated
if nothing
energy
can be done. Bye. But still, honestly, I feel like these people are away and they're comfortable with it.
Nah, but honestly, I know people. I'm in situations where I know people, they aren't away.
But
because, like I said, but that's all they've seen.
But also, do you understand that you are the only friend that this person has? Do you understand that now for you, this is no longer really a friendship? You are just stuck into this thing because so what is the point of you doing something? Because I feel like if situation is wrong, you're not doing this from you're not doing this because you want to. You kind of feel forced to because now if I don't do it, who will? So then what's the point? Might as well.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't know. But honestly, no. I don't recommend sticking with a person because when that person is not okay. Maybe if in the nafela Who is but if not, then
no, I do get you.
Okay. Last question. How do you correctly break up with a friend?
Honesty is the best policy. Communicate. And honestly communicate. Tell them the truth of it. I don't feel like we should stay friends because of 1, 2, 3. It might not be nice for the other person to hear it.
Yes, yeah.
It really might not be nice for the other person to hear it, but at least honest. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like when you're not being honest, you actually broke up this friendship. And what if whatever you were gonna tell, the reason why you're breaking up with them is something that they could fix? Or something, like you said, that they weren't aware of that they're doing. And now that you told them, they can be
now they're aware.
Now they're aware, and now they could change whatever you told them. Or you get what I'm saying? So I feel like honesty.
Okay.
How do you feel like?
I feel like, honesty. But sometimes, some people you don't even have to. I was telling you this the other day, that some people you don't even have to cut off. Because I mean, we just thought there's something, but there isn't really anything. Also,
you guys talk less. You guys
so some things just die, and just let them die. I feel like one needs to to constantly do an audit of the people you surround yourself with, because the people you surround yourself with determine where you end up in life. Yes. And there's a concept that I learned from a book that I read in high school, The Women Code. It talks about your front row. Like, you should know your front row. Your front row is the top 5 people that you spend most of your time with and that you talk to mostly outside of your family. And it talks about how you should look closely. Are they positive people? Are they go-getters? Do they share the same values and beliefs as you? How look closely and evaluate, and then look at yourself. Do they match the person that you are? Do they match the person that you're striving to become? And if your answer is no, then they must move a row back.
Yes.
They can't be in your top 5. And you moving them back does not mean now, and I feel like this is important, does not mean now we're not friends. We are friends, we're just not friends.
Yes, we're not as close as we used. Yeah.
It's like what you said, when were we talking, and then you said you feel like there are some people that you can't talk to about certain things. Yes. But there are some things that it's not that deep.
This is why I said, there's some people that are there for a reason, different friends for different reasons. Hey, so you guys are like a reason, this thing. It's okay. And you don't have to be part of my front row that I tell every single thing about, We can just share those things.
Also, with your front row, I feel like you can't compromise. Because your front row are those people that, listen, when something happens, she's the first person you think of, When something good happens, I want to share it with you. Yes. When something bad happens, dude, help me out.
Yes.
When I need advice, like anything, my front row. So with me personally, the one thing that I can't compromise, like everyone in my front row needs to share this, is my belief, my faith. If I was
actually about to ask you that. Okay, how do you go about that? What happens when somebody you guys were both godly. You guys were both, listen, and then it happens, as we go through life, she kind of gets lost. Not necessarily she stops believing, but she's just not as hasali. We're no more, in terms of a belief with God, because life happened, and when you look at it, you understand life happened.
I don't understand people who start doubting God because things don't go their way. Life happening is things not going your way, right? So for me, when life happens, that is when I kneel down and pray. So, firstly, I'm not going to understand when I jolly life I say it's ala. That is where you and I, that's the first problem that you and I are going to start having. Yeah. I'm not going to get that. So I am not going to understand that. You understand? So if okay, as a friend, yes, I'm going to try pulling you back. Oh, no, dude. Okay, I understand life happened, but no. Remember your vow. Remember your creator. Remember your source. Come back.
Let me ask you this. Do you think God placed some people in your life for you to bring them back to him?
Yes. Yes.
So what if that friend is that type of person?
Okay, let me put it this way. There are some people, but okay, they still believe in God and they still, there are some like really hectic things that are happening and I'm just there because I've been in situations like that where people around me, like your life yes. You know, and it's not like they're now not believing in God anymore, but they're just really starting to be like discouraged and stuff. So I'm there to just be like, no man, in order for growth to happen, don't give up, you know. But now if you're gonna come to me
okay, now that's a totally different thing.
And buy stones and then no.
Okay, let me ask you this. Now I'm asking you questions. Okay. If you had a friend from the beginning who have a different belief, maybe Islam, Judaism, whatever.
How did I become friends with that person?
Okay. You guys have never had that conversation. And then till it happened.
Never had that conversation. Also, guys, wait. Before we get anywhere, it is very important that people know when from the get-go.
Maybe whatever, but you just...
And in you knowing, I feel like it's very important. And a lot of people don't do this. So, I'm saved. I'm a born-again Christian. People don't do that. And I feel like it's important, so that you know, I feel like it's very important because if a person knows
so what's about Yemikai? Luena what's about Yemikai?
Manela. Okay.
You guys liba and there's never been a time where you try to enforce each other's opinions on each other about God. Do you understand? What's about Yemikai?
Yeah.
It's just a thing of we both believe in not judging each other.
Okay.
Because that's not our place at the end of the day. Do you get what I'm saying? So my question is, would you stay friends with this person that what's about how to come demo okay? That and you know? And like would you give me like would we have that type of friendship? Yeah, we just respect each other's beliefs.
This is very difficult. First of all,
and besides the whole religion part, you guys add value in every single way. You guys can talk about anything, school, hey. It's just that.
But do you understand that thing is the foundation of our life?
Very important, won't lie. Very.
Firstly, there are people who, and now my thing is, a lot of people that I meet that are not godly and are not part of
Christianity.
Yeah. Haseba Tuba, they to just respect my beliefs and just chilling. A lot of them are like
trying to enforce their beliefs.
How do you know God exists? How do you know that, you know? So that's why I prefer not I associate him with those, because the experience that I've had with them is they're always trying to question
or make you doubt.
I don't mind being in a person who asks in a space with a person who asks me about God because genuinely, or because like interested and maybe in Christ as well. My problem comes when you're asking me these things because you want to argue with me and because who go against, you want to mock God and all of that. So maybe if this friend is a friend who's just there asking because she's interested, maybe that friendship might work. I don't know. Maybe it might work.
Never been in that situation.
Maybe I might even end up being the reason why she decides to give her life to God. So
yes.
it might work. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. I feel like I'm very open-minded. You know me.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think I'd be okay with it. You believe in whatever you want to believe. And it does not necessarily mean I have to enforce my perspective or believe on them. Do you get what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't feel like it's my place to judge whatever they believe in. As long as you are also not judging what I believe in. You know? So, yeah.
Hi.
I really feel like it's easier said than done.
It is.
But there's gonna be points where you guys bump heads. I think there's gonna be points where you guys bump heads.
Do you think it's possible to be like, you know what? Let's not talk about these. But no, it's for me, no.
Yeah.
I talk about God all the time.
Yeah.
So I
literally, like, God will come.
God is going to come up. I feel like God is going to come up.
Dude, God comes up and just, God, please help me. Do you understand?
Yeah, it's just like, oh my gosh, I passed this test. Thank you, Lord. So, you're gonna be out here thanking I don't know who, and then it's just gonna be, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Happy, I feel like the line is very thin. Like there's a thin line that I can cross where you might feel like I'm enforced. I might be saying, yo, God, please help me. But to you might be seeing it as, do you get what I'm saying? The line is very thin. You understand? I could be telling you about last night, how I was going through the most, and then I tell you I kneeled down and prayed, and in your brain you're thinking, oh, whoa.
Also, that's my other thing, Sasa. A friend who is close to you, I think when things aren't going okay, you're the first person that I'm gonna call. Now you don't believe in God. You're not gonna be like,
Okay, but true. I feel like happy. The thing is that for us, God is the foundation of every single thing. Do you understand? So even when something that is unrelated to religion happens in our lives, we are going to put God in it. Because to us, God is the center of our everything. Do you understand? So even when, you know, and I'm going to tell you, I prayed or I spoke to God, and because that's my foundation, that's what I go back to. And now if you don't understand that, that's where the problem is going to lie.
But also, I feel like even if we are friends and then you put boundaries in place, né? Because I consider you as a friend, it's going to happen advice and stuff like that. And you are only going to give me advice based on the foundation that you have. The same way I'm gonna say Kapel, or let's fast, or let's read the Bible. You are going to tell me, I don't know, whatever it is,
yeah.
You know? So that's why I feel like we are gonna step on each other's toes.
True.
Somehow, even if the boundary. This is who you are, and how when you give advice, it's stemming from who you are and the foundation that you have.
Yep.
So,
yeah, that's true. That is very true. And another thing is that you can't judge whatever they believe. So it's very tricky. So I guess at the end of the day, it's just a thing of just maybe not being friends with. It's hard for me to say, honestly. Me personally, I don't know. I'm very open-minded. Maybe the situation hasn't come across in my life, and maybe when it does, I'll tell you about it and how it panned out. But for now, I really don't know how it will work out.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, that is all for today, guys. That is all for our fourth and final video of a virtual conference. Is there anything you want to say extra? Any goodbyes? Where can my viewers get you?
Wow. You're making it sound like I'm some,
Maybe more of a class.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram as @wildhearted_Daisy. And then
Wild-hearted.
Wild-hearted. Hey, I'm wild-hearted.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Bogoto.
And then, yeah, let's just leave it at that.
All right, that is all for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for being part of our virtual conference. I hope this was constructive in a lot of ways for you guys, and I hope that you're going to take everything that you learned from this conference and implement them mapilong alona. Hopefully we're going to have a series happen soon. I am praying, but
hopefully I come back,
praying
guys.
about it. Hopefully you'll come back. We're praying about it, and all shall be revealed in due time. So yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being part of the conference. Continue going out there and doing good. Go after the life that you were created to live, you know, fulfill your purpose and just be fully equipped in all aspects of your life.